A new ISIS propaganda publication now threatening top Hillary Clinton aide Huma Abedin. The publication also celebrated the recent terror attack and revealed the ringleaders there. Joining me now, Jan Morgan, Gina Loudon, and Lisa Boothe. Gina, let me go to you because apparently they're really focusing on moderate Muslims who are involved in politics in America and in the UK, and they're calling for the fatal punishment of Huma Abedin along with Representative Keith Ellison.
Yeah, and this makes a point about a conversation that Americans don't want to have, and that is it okay to be a moderate Muslim or not? But I think that you have to consider this too, Charles. Is this really a threat on these people? Because if you look at Huma Abedin's work in the Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State administration, you have to realize that she very much helped to topple secular dictators in the Middle East and installed the Muslim Brotherhood as leaders. So you kind of have to wonder if you know what their goals are and you know some of the things that she's done.
You think that was but was that deliberate though, Gina, or was that just a consequence of terrible policy?
Well, I mean, I would see it as deliberate. I don't think that we have the convenience right now of not being deliberate where it's radical Islam or adherent Islam is concerned in this country right now.
Well, Lisa, we do know that radical Islam kills thousands and thousands of fellow Muslims every single day. So I'm not sure how real this is, but I think we have to take every single threat with a degree of seriousness.
Well, absolutely, and this is very scary, and I think what this really does is underscores the fact that this is very much a religious war for ISIS, and it's a radical Islamic extremist. ISIS wants the entire world to live under a global caliphate and under Sharia law, and the Sharia law that they subscribe to. And this isn't necessarily about being Muslim. This is about being a radical Islamic extremist. And this is the problem because we have an administration and a president who has refused to name the enemy that we're facing, continues to downplay the enemy as well. I mean, he sat down with Chris Wallace not too long ago and made the point that, more people are killed in bathtubs than against ISIS, which could potentially be true statistically speaking, but I think it shows and indicates the reason why so many Americans and the majority of Americans do not have faith in this president to solve the problem and take the fight to Islamic extremists because he won't name the enemy and he has failed to produce a plan to stop them.
Well, that was a dumb analogy, and it certainly isn't true around the world. And I got to tell you, Jan, we just heard from the president with breaking news right at the top of the show. He didn't mention radical Islam, and he did not mention these specific threats that I think we have to take serious, in part because I think it underscores the fact that he's had a feckless approach to these guys, and we are losing this war.
Right, and not only did he not name it, he didn't talk about what we're going to do at home. What is he going to do at home to deal with homegrown terrorism? Homegrown terrorism is a serious threat. And the Pew organization came out with a survey that said that 80% of mosques in America were teaching violence. That's not something we can ignore, and he has yet to acknowledge that we have a problem here at home. Thank goodness there are people like Dr. Zuhdi Jasser who is out there trying to deal with that on a national level and get American Muslims to get on board with eliminating those facets of Islam that do condone terrorism.
All right, guys, let's leave it there.